Hello everybody, this is Stefan at Lush and Salty Aquariums. How are we doing? Okay, so this is a bit of a different kind of video. I'm going to be talking about a project that I'm doing shortly involving these three items: two tanks and a signature piece of aquascaping material. This is a bonsai tree. It's forged from a couple different kinds of wood. It's man-made, so it's not a natural occurring piece, but it certainly is awesome. And I think I got this at Flip Aquatics, so shout out to my friends at Flip Aquatics. It could have been Aqua Pros too, I'm not sure. Both of those sites are awesome, and I get a lot of stuff from either or. And this one I had ordered at least a year ago, and I've had it in storage. So I brought it out because I'm getting kind of burned out on this overpopulated Endler tank. It's got other kind of cool fish in here too. There's a honey gourami back there, and there's even some pea puffers. And I want to, and of course, like autosynclus, or not, no autosynclus, but this is a what do you call it? A small Hesperosis catfish. Excuse me. It's been a long weekend. In any event, the tank is healthy. The plants are growing like no matter what I do, I can pull out these crypts and cram them back in, and they just keep growing, which is unbelievable because crypts can be pretty delicate. Crypts are these plants you see in the foreground. So I mean, I'm liking things about it, but it's just all too big and sloppy. I'm getting a lot of blackbeard algae. I mean, gross, right? So, and you know, these plants that are sticking out are really nothing. They're just clippings. So what I want to do is pull all of this out and take out all of the guppies, put the males in one tank and the females in another, maybe my outside tank for the females, and then I have a display tank in another room that just has male endlers. So like pretty ones like this I'll just put in there, and enough with the breeding and the all of it. I just like, I'm done, right? So I love this little fish, but it just keeps making more of itself. And I mean, I guess it's a high class problem, but I don't know. I'm done, and I'm done trying to justify this tank being a beautiful jungle. It's just sort of a big gnarly mess right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm 90% sure I'm gonna put this piece of bonsai right into the center of this. The top will be about an inch from the water line, and then what I'm gonna do, because I started on this tank, is I can no longer keep this beautiful carpet of Monte Carlo anchored to the bottom of this tank. So I'm gonna pull it out like a piece of carpeting, and I'm gonna make a bunch of little plugs, and I'm going to insert them all throughout this bonsai tree and create the leaf effect on the tree, right? And then I'm gonna put it in here. And the good thing is I have a nice source of light, direct light, which Monte Carlo needs. And even more critically, this tank has CO2 already good to go for it. And then I'm going to probably have success with an aquascape that I've always wanted to do, which is the bonsai tree with Monte Carlo mimicking the leaf effect. And I have a problem with the Monte Carlo here. It's beautiful, but look, see underneath? And fish and shrimp love to go under there, but I mean, it just ain't right. So I'm gonna pull all of it and maybe put some back, a much less of it, and then the bulk of it, that top lush green, I'm just gonna stick in betwixt and between all over this tree, and then submerge it probably in the center with maybe some plants around it, but I don't want to affect the scale that this tree creates by having plants, just big plants, my hand, just kind of big plants which will kind of ruin the effect of a miniature tree, right? So a number of these plants are just going to be disposed of, given away. I mean, that's a sword plant. It's nice, and I've clipped it a ton of times, so it's super healthy. I'm guessing the roots go all the way to either side of this tank. I'm not sure what I'll do with him. And the rest of it, I don't know. You know, this Anubias petite is essentially ruined. I mean, it keeps making new pretty leaves, but at what cost? I mean, it's just basically a gnarly old mess now. So I'm gonna redo this whole tank probably one night after work. It's a 2-hour job, I think, just to kind of get, well, God only knows how long it'll take to do this part. But I'm a pretty quick study. I've watched a million videos. I've got a bunch of tanks. I think I know what I'm doing. And everything is set up with the problem and the solution here, the new aquascape concept here, and the tank I've kind of gotten tired with here. So when you factor it all in, I've got myself a project. What do you think? Here's to always keeping your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.